Welcome. I'm here to show you several easy yoga moves you can do while at your desk at work. You ready to start? Let's go. Find a comfortable seat. First of all, turn off any cell phones. Remove your shoes if possible. Feel the floor beneath your feet. So spread and wiggle your toes, move your toes around. And then feel your sitting bones in touch with the chair beneath you. You might even gently rock side to side, making contact with the seat. Gently drawing the belly in and up, lifting the heart. You might inhale and draw your shoulders up towards your ears. And as you exhale, send them back and release them. It's like someone has an imaginary string on the top of your head and they're drawing your head nice and tall, creating beautiful lengthening in the spine. And then you can close your eyes softly or gaze slightly downward. You might take one hand to your belly. We're going to do a breathing exercise here. How are you breathing at present? In yoga practice, we try to breathe mostly with our mouth softly closed, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose most of the time. Now bring your awareness to your belly, continuing breathing in and breathing out, feeling the belly expanding and contracting with each breath. Once we've done several breaths there, we might invite the breath to deepen further. So as we fill the belly with our inhale, can we go a little deeper? Can we get into our rib cage? Feel the rib cage beginning to expand. Being aware as we breathe in that our rib cage is three-dimensional. So can we get some breath into the side ribs and the back ribs as well as the front? Breathing in, feel the belly, then the rib cage. And can we finally fill up the chest? So we're filling our entire torso with breath. Letting it go with a soft exhale, fully deflating on our out breath. This time fill up belly, ribs and chest, and we might open the mouth, sighing it out. And replacing your hand on your leg and continuing to breathe normally. Let's move on to the next pose. We're going to do a little release for the head, shoulders, and neck area. So again, we're seated. We have a tall spine. We're connecting with the breath coming in and out of the body. And then we're going to allow our right ear to come toward the right shoulder. So we're dropping the head. Feel the heaviness of the head starting to release down toward the ear. Feel a nice stretch through the left side of the neck. Invite a little more space and opening here as we breathe in. And breathe away and release the tension on our out breath. Moving around to the front, we're going to start to rotate the head really slowly and carefully, starting to drop the chin toward the chest. We don't want to let the shoulders go and the spine start to fall forward. We want to stay lifted, so keep the heart lifted. The shoulders are relaxed, and we're just allowing the head to drop down toward the chest. We might even just gently nod our head or shake our head side to side, just noticing tension through the back and the sides of the neck as we do that. Breathing in, filling up, and breathing away tightness and tension. Moving over to the left side, slowly guiding the left ear toward the left shoulder and noticing, does this side feel a little more intense maybe than the first? We usually have one side of the body that's a little tighter than the other. Slowly making our way back through center, and then we might want to repeat that several times, going to the right, to the center, left, and so on until we have a nice release through that area. Let's move on to our next one. We're going to do our seated ragdoll pose. This can be done standing as well, but I'm going to demonstrate in a chair. So we're going to push our chair far enough back so that we don't have to worry about hitting our head on our desk. Again, feet are hip distance apart, sitting bones are rooted into the floor, and we're just going to start to fold forward. So we're going to drop the head first, shoulders are rounding and releasing forward. If we need to stop here and have elbows onto the knees and let the head dangle here, we can work here. If it's available though, we want to go lower. We want to go toward the floor. Pretend your arms are like empty coat sleeves here. We're just totally releasing our upper body down over the legs, trying to release any holding through the head and the neck. Again, fill your body up, create more length. We're creating a little more space between each of the vertebrae of our spine when we do inverted postures. Much of our daily living activities and with gravity result in the spine actually shrinking. So when we do inverted postures in a safe way like this, we can really help to create a little more length through the spine. Holding here for several breaths. When we're ready to come out, we're going to return our spine upright one vertebrae at a time, starting down at the bottom. So starting with the tailbone, the low back, slowly drawing the spine back up to vertical. The head's going to hang and be the very last thing to come upright. Oh, that's a good one. Let's try our last one. Our last one is a modified downward dog. Downward facing dog is often done on a mat. Hands and feet are on the floor and we're inverted, but we can do that safely using a desk. We're going to push our chair away. We're going to be standing a couple of feet away from our desk, and then we're just going to start to fold forward. So feet are still hip distance apart. We're going to extend our arms long. And if we can straighten our arms, that's the ideal. If they need to be a little bit bent, that's fine, but our intention is to work toward straight arms that are shoulder width apart. And then we might release the head, pressing the forehead into the top of the desk. And if we need to sort of guide ourselves a little bit forward or back, we can wiggle around until we get to a position where between the eyebrows is being supported by the desk. And that's an area of the body where we tend to hold a lot of tension. So we can just do a gentle little pressure, gentle little massaging, wiggling action with the forehead pressing into the desk. Arms are active, hands press into the floor, legs work toward straightening. They might not want to, they might be screaming at us here, so maybe we need to bend up our knees quite a bit. As we press our hands into the desk, we create a little more lengthening through the arms and then lengthen through the spine. How long can we make our spine? From the top of the head all the way down to the tailbone. We want maximum lengthening here, whether the knees are bent or straight. So we're breathing in, again, creating more length, more space. Again, holding this for several breaths, breathing in and out all the time. And when we're ready to come out, we're going to slowly start to ease our arms back, bringing ourselves back to either a standing position or coming back into our chair. Let's just pause for a moment. We're going to take our hands onto the thighs. Again, the feet are in touch with the floor, the heart's lifted. Our gaze can be softly downward or our eyes can be closed. Just taking another moment to notice sensation in the body. Noticing the breath now compared to when we first began the practice. If there's any feeling of improved energy, improved release and relaxation, we may want to form an intention to take that feeling with us from this mini yoga practice into the rest of our day. Thanks so much for coming out to practice. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. If you like this, be sure to stay tuned, like and subscribe to our channel. and we'll be doing more yoga in the future.